Hello, PGStats. I am Coney, and I am here with your SuperSmashCon2022 Grand Champion. It's Onin, and we just met a few months ago.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to say.
You just keep winning.
I didn't expect to be standing here today, man.
You didn't?
I didn't. I really didn't. No.
I mean, okay, so I saw your tweet. You said that you love waking up and realizing that in 40 minutes you got to fight Leo. But then you 3-0'd him. How did that go?
So I went to bed at 2 a.m. the following night. You know, I'm 16. Those are the hours I go to bed at. And I remember I was stressing this whole weekend. I remember when seeding first came out, I saw I played Leo, and all I could think about was like, man, I played Leo at a super major in like 4 days. So I was just stressing. All was on my mind for like this whole weekend. It was not like Mutace, not Kobe, not Void, not anyone. Before that, it was all Leo.
Isn't that trash talk? He said none of those players were giving him any trouble. That's crazy. That's disrespectful.
You know what I mean.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean, yeah.
And then Akola DQ'd. So, and then everyone told me that it was up to me. And all I could tell them was like, man, it's up to me to do what? Because all I could say was like, I'm not beating Leo. Like, I don't know what you want to tell them. Because Leo, he's beaten D-Dog before. So I was like, he kind of knows how to deal with Steve, but I just kind of ran over him. I did not expect that.
Yeah, so that was going to be one of the things I wanted to ask you is that if you remember after Gommel, we talked a little bit about how your bracket was going, and it seemed like you were trying to play a little bit more patient, and then at a certain point you're like, wait, I could just fight, and you just started swinging and hitting more buttons, and it was working out. Was that your experience this tournament as well? There's a lot more competition here.
I definitely, like, during phase 2, I want to say, is when I started like, okay, this is a bigger tournament. I can't be as stupid as I was at Gommel. Kobe, especially, he made me like, I think he won game 1 because I was mashing like an idiot, but he showed me that, or I guess I learned from him that I'm supposed to adapt, basically. I can't just mash like 24/7.
This guy won 2 majors in a row. It's like, oh, I have to adapt. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Because usually just mashing just works. But that's against like your round 1 pools, so it doesn't really matter. Sure. My round 1 pool, like my actual round 1 was closer to beating me than like half the people later in the bracket.
Really?
It's funny actually, yeah. It was last stock game too, man. But yeah, Mutace, that was a super close set.
Yes.
He definitely made me put in the work. I actually popped off for Mutace. I did not pop off a single time today. Mutace was the only person that made me pop off.
That was actually going to be my next question because it feels like you're just very calm. I mean, everybody else is popping off around you, but you're consistently just able to keep it cool. I mean, is it just, I mean, you've got to be feeling good. I mean, you got the trophy. You're feeling good. How are you just like maintaining it? Are you keeping it inside? Like, what's your...
Okay. I don't want to sound like super, ego or whatever, but when I 3-stocked Leo, people asked me why I wasn't popping off, and I'm like, I 3-stocked him.
Oh, yeah. No. That's some H-Box stuff. No.
And then, I don't know. After that, Riddles, I beat him, so I wasn't like, I've done it before.
Sure.
There's no reason I shouldn't have been able to do it again. Lutany, I have a Wario in my region. Shout out to Low 1.
Low 1, I played him in Brawl before you were born. That's my guy.
Before I was born. That is my guy. He's teach me a lot of Wario. I also 3-0'd Loaf in like 6 minutes, so I wasn't like, I was not very like nervous for Gluttony at all.
It seems like a hard matchup for Wario because like you just put out stuff and he has to jump in, you know?
Yeah, Wario doesn't really have like grounded range. Like he's mostly in the air. Like he wants to jump in air, jump up air, whatever. And then I just up tilt him and he just kind of loses. And he doesn't. Yeah, he can't really poke at Steve. So it's kind of what's so bad in that matchup for Wario.
It's unfortunate. I gotta ask, how did you feel when the confetti popped? That's the funniest thing I've ever seen in Smash. I just gotta ask.
Okay, Last told me I looked very sad. Okay, hold on.
You lose 1 game and then hooray!
Okay, he told me I looked sad, and I was, but not because of the confetti. It's because I'm pretty sure I'm the first person to lose to Meister Sora in top 8.
Yeah, I think
that's what I was sad about. That's the only reason I was sad.
You're in the history books now.
I know, that's all I'm gonna be remembered for.
What we were saying is that it was Sora's first recorded win in history. They finally won one, and it was against the Steve, so thank God.
I don't want to be remembered like that.
You're in the books now. No, but on some serious stuff, you actually are on somewhat of a historic run. I mean, you've won every major you've attended, right? I mean, you won GOMO, you won this. Is there anybody that the world could put up against you now? I mean, you were afraid of Leo, steamrolled him, beat Gluto. Mudace was close, but you still won. Is there anybody you're worried about?
Spargo did say he might have to intervene. I really want to play Spargo, dude. Vote me for Summit, please. I really want to play.
Oh, are you campaigning for Summit?
I'm not going to Summit? Oh, dang it.
Oh, I don't know if Spargo's going, but you're campaigning.
Yes. I think this will give me a lot of traction. So maybe, Steve lovers, maybe donate a couple bucks.
And honestly, Steve haters, there's going to be a lot of practice at Summit. A lot of people play the matchup. If you want to see the matchup accelerate, maybe people learn how to fight the block guy. Maybe, pitch in campaign there as well. I think you got a good shot. I mean, if,
At this point, yeah.
Of course, yeah.
Spargo, definitely a player I want to play soon-ish. Yeah. I'm going to a lot of things this year. Panda Cup, probably Smash World Tour. Let's Make Moves Miami. Rise and Grind next week. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe I'll win my 3rd major in a row. But yeah, Spargo, definitely a player I want to play soon.
Definitely. So, I mean, you talked before, you're 16, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so what is it like to be such a top competitor beating so many people, that are worldwide threats at a young age? I mean, you got school tomorrow, bro. What are you doing here? You do your homework? Oh, wait, no, it's the summer. That's how old I am, bro. I'm like double your age. No. But, like, what is it like to be able to do that, to play people who've been playing this game for so long and just be able to beat them?
I actually start school next week after Rise and Grind. Literally the day I come back from Rise and Grind is my day of school. Sure. But on that note, actually, some people in school actually recognized me. It was kind of funny. Sure. Yeah. And this year, there's probably gonna be a lot more recognition. Yeah, I'd assume so. But I don't know. I never really expected to travel much. My mom was never at the start. She wasn't really on board with me traveling to different states or 2 hours out of my region. Just for local, because I live in a pretty bad area in my region, so every local is 2 hours out. So she wasn't really on board at first, but she had faith in me, and she let me go to one. I ended up winning that one, and then she started. Yeah, she was like, as long as you're winning, I'm fine.
That's good motivation.
I won Combo Breaker, and that's when she was like, okay, you're going to Canada, and I was like, okay, thanks.
Maybe you're pretty good. Maybe you're pretty good at this.
You're a little good, man.
So, I mean, I just asked you what event you're going to, but, I mean, in a more general sense, what's next for you? I mean, you've taken down all these big majors. You've eliminated so many threats in your way. Are there any matchups that you want to work on? Maybe some people that you want to prepare for in the future? Because now you got this big bullseye on your back, man. I mean, after GOMO, I know a lot of people were like, okay, he won that event. It wasn't crazy stacked. He fought in Ices. You know what I mean? People were kind of disrespecting you, but people got to take notice now. Is there anything you're concerned about going forward?
I feel like Leo will definitely...
he's going to come back strong.
He's coming back, but I'm not that worried about him. When the time comes, that's when I'll worry. But definitely Ned. Ned, Cosmos, those two are pretty good against Steve, and they're also from Midwest. So I play them semi-often. I'm 2-2 with Ned right now. He's the only person that's beaten me this season. And Cosmos is just good against Steve. That's kind of it. He also plays Aegis, and I hate that character. Sonics, I want to play Sonics. I feel like I could win, but I would not be surprised at all if I lost, because he's very good at that matchup too.
He can slow it down a lot if he needs to.
I'm also not PGR. I was kind of sad about that. I missed last season, but this season though, hey.
I mean, you're kind of locked in for this one. Yeah, totally. So I don't want to take up too much of your time, Onin. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me. Congratulations, SuperSmashCon2022 champion. Hey, before I go, anybody you want to thank? Any shout-outs? I mean, to people back in the region? You said LOE. You got some fans on the side, yeah.
I'll name them all. I love Zach, Crash, Serenity, Mighty Dialga, Bandio, Snowball, Mackin, I'm sorry. Eric, I love all those guys, dude. I love all of them.
Always gotta give it up.
He left early, Demon. I love you, dude. He was there for me the whole time, but he had to leave early. It was so sad.
All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Remember to subscribe, like the video, and we'll catch you next time on the PGStats YouTube. Bye.